up, let's go, stand up. Are you guys ready? Let's go, are you ready? Let me hear some noise. Are we ready to roll? We got work to do. Let's go, there we go. Oh, I am fired up to be here. All right, here's what I know. I know the work is amazingly hard. I know that every day you give and you give and you give and you give, often until you have nothing left. I know when I look at the eyes of amazing people like you every day that pour your lives into other people's children. You know what I know? You love kids and you go 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 and you change lives. So here's how we're gonna begin. I want you to find 3 or 4 people around you, and I just simply want you to give them a big high five, and you're gonna yell this: I got your back. Do it, go. I will never stand in front of those people that pour their lives into other people's children without starting with that. Thank you for your work. Thank you for loving and caring about kids. Thank you for the late nights. Thank you for the early mornings. Thanks for the days where you just go and you go and you go and you give until you've got nothing left. My friends, I stand in awe of the work you lead, because I know I'm standing not just in front of some of the greatest people on the planet, but in front of one of the best districts on the planet. Thanks for coming on a day like today with such energy and passion and cowbells and drums and doing whatever you gotta do to bring that passion and energy. Thank you for your work. And I also know the work is really, really, really hard. What you do every single day is not easy. Listen, I was talking to Sarah the other day. She's 26 years old, third-year teacher. She's not aging so well because of this work. I was flying out of Minneapolis the other night, and I was ordering some food, and the lady behind the counter, here's what I heard her say: well, kids today. And I'm like, oh boy, here she goes, she's getting revved up. Kids today are so entitled. Kids today are so this. Kids today are so that. Kids today have no respect. Kids today have it so easy. Because here's what I know about kids today. Here's what I know about the kids in your amazing school district. Kids today are awesome. Do you agree with that? Give me yes, come on. You know what else I know? Kids today have so many of the exact same needs that we had when we grew up. They need to be loved. Kids today need to be cherished. Kids today need to feel like they belong, just like we did, just like we did, just like we did. Kids today need a teacher like you that will run through walls for them. You see, if we're also gonna talk about being personal and authentic in the midst of adversity, we have to learn to control the narrative. Here's what I know. I know that every day in every one of your classrooms, in every one of your incredible schools, amazing things happen. How does your community know? How does your community know the brilliance that happens? Because if the brilliance that happens in our schools every day gets stuck on the inside of our school walls, we can't point outside and point the blame. As you communicate with your families, as you share with your families, as you share out the brilliance, how do you do it? When we allow somebody else to tell our story, they often rewrite the narrative, don't they? You've got to share the brilliance every day, because every day in your amazing community, people are talking about what you do, or the story's accurate. You see, sometimes the things that we're saying and sometimes the things our community is hearing are two totally different things. Our work is about loving and caring about kids. Everything else falls secondary to that. You see, when we become more concerned about what we teach than who we teach, we have totally lost the purpose of our work, the purpose of our why. If you think part of your role, if you're in this room, is to help push kids a little bit out of their comfort zones, to learn a little bit, to grow a little bit, put your hand up high. Because I'm gonna model that for you. Because here's the thing, misheard song lyrics, they're really fun when you're listening. They're even more fun when you're singing. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Oh yeah. Is he serious? Yeah, you better believe it. I know you know the chorus. I know you know the chorus. I know you know it. Come on, let's go. She says we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. the impact of a teacher. The impact of your work that you get to do every single day. As the stories would come out, they talked about his leadership. They talked about his relationships. They talked about the differences he made in his community. And as the stories came out, and as the stories came out, and as the stories came out, 4,000 people paid respects to my mentor. 4,000. Don't you ever, ever, ever say that you're just a teacher, or just a custodian, or just a secretary, or just a bus driver, or just whatever your role might be. Because you have just the right opportunity every single day to change the lives of kids. And you know what? You do it. You do it every single day. In the words of Manny Scott, he's from California, one of the original freedom writers, one of the things he says about your work is that even on your worst day, teacher, even on your worst day, principal, David, even on your worst day, you are some child's best hope. The work is hard, but our kids are worth it. You see, when we think about our work, I've shared my babies, I've shared my family, there they are. I know you don't know them, I know that. They're my whole world, they're part of why I do what I do. But you know what I do know? That every single kid coming to your school, to your classroom, is somebody else's entire world. Do we teach like that? Do we lead like that? My friends, do we love them like that? You know why? Because your story is not finished yet. Go get it this school year. Thanks for listening.